Welcome back. This is another episode of Things That Make You Say, Well, I tell you, there's all kind of people in the world we run across. Have you ever met people that expect for you to pay for bad service? I mean, really. Now, I know we all have experienced that. You know, I'm the type of person, I love to tip people, because I know everybody's trying to earn a living. But bad service, really? It took me 45 minutes just to get a glass of water, and then when you come and get my order, I gotta wait another 45 minutes, and then you never come, then the food is cold, and then you never come back to check on me. I have to end up cleaning up my own table and everything. Things that make you say, Then they got the nerve to add the gratuity into the bill as if they just automatically feel they're entitled to it. Have you ever experienced something like that? I know I have, and I'm quite sure I'm not the only one. I mean, let's keep it real. You expect for me to pay for your bad service? Well, I got a tip for you, all right. Next time, do your job, and maybe you'll get a nice tip. Another thing, have you ever met people? Now, I know I'm not the only one. Well, you have friends, right? And you introduce them to your friends, okay? Because, you got a circle of people that you like to be around. And then all of a sudden, they befriend one another. You don't have a problem with that. But then later on, they act like you the stranger. They wouldn't have never met each other had you not introduced them. And now all of a sudden, they exclude you out of things. And then when they come around, they act like they don't know you. And they met your friend? Have you ever experienced people like that? I know I have. I'm like, got the nerve to act funny. Y'all wouldn't have never connected if it had not been for me. So, you gonna act like, nah, I'm the stranger? Things that make you say, yeah, you don't know him like I know him. You go ahead then. If you would have just asked me about it before you tried to, befriend my friend, I would have told you they was half crazy, but that's all right. You gonna find out since you want to act all funny. But anyway, have you ever met people as well, always making an excuse for everything? I mean, instead of just owning up to stuff, they got this famous line. What had happened was, have you ever experienced people like that? I know I have all the time. And I just look at them like, nah, I just saw you do X, Y, and Z. Why don't you just own up to it and be mature about it instead of making an excuse? Always got an excuse for everything. They got an excuse for this, excuse for that. Have you ever met people like that? I know I have. Make you want to say, look, just call it what it is. It's called LIE. You're leaking illegitimate excuses. So why don't you just be honest for once? I mean, have you ever met people like that? I know I have. Got an excuse for every day of the week. What had happened was I missed Monday because I thought it was Sunday. I missed Tuesday because I thought it was Thursday. You just late all the time. Why don't you just correct the situation instead of making excuses? Things that make you say, Another thing, have you ever met people, I'm just gonna keep it flat out real. They get around certain other people, all of a sudden, their voice change. Have you ever met people like that? You looking at them like, I know that's not the same person, but they get around a certain set of people and all of a sudden, they change their voice. It goes up a couple of notches and all of a sudden they're so prim and proper when they know good and well they don't talk and act like that. Why don't you just be you? Why don't you? It takes more energy to sit there and play like you're somebody you're not. Why don't you just be yourself? Have you ever met people like that? Make me do a double take like, who is this person? I know just a minute ago, I can't get you to pronounce my name correctly. And all of a sudden, your voice changed. Why is that? Have you ever met people like that? I know I have. Sitting up there perpetrating, acting like, all of a sudden, they just don't keep it flat out real. I mean, come on. Make you say, Another thing, have you ever been in a hurry and all of a sudden, just of all people, somebody driving real slow and you trying your best to keep your cool, and you pushing your foot to the pedal, and you just like trying to pull up on them like, would you hurry up? I got somewhere to be. Why does it seem like when you in a hurry, all of a sudden the slowest person get in front of you? Or how about somebody act like they so impatient, make you want to commit road rage all of a sudden? They driving so fast just to get to a red light. Have you ever been in a situation like that? I know I have. All I could do is sit there saying, yeah, that's what you get. About to run everybody off the road just to get to a red light. Now, how about that? Well, this has just been another episode of Things That Make You Say, I know I'm not the only one that experienced all kind of people in the world. But you know what? You just got to have patience and understand that it takes a whole lot of people in order to make a whole lot of things look a little bit different so that you can have a reason to laugh. Because if we didn't, we'd be in a whole lot of trouble. Until I see you again, remember, there's somebody else going through the same situation you're going through. So in the meantime, keep your head up. And I always say, if it's not jam, it's not jelly, then it ain't real. I'll see you the next time.